Chester and Northwich province, I would like to welcome you all to this special meeting of the Ceremonial Investiture of the Grand Alderman of Juniper of the Grand Lodge of England. Thank you for your attendance, and we hope that you will have an enjoyable evening.
Provincial Grand Primate, immediate past Provincial Grand Primate, Deputy Provincial Grand Primate, officers, brethren, ladies, guests. I, Brother Trevor Mason, Knight Order Emeritus, Grand Chamberlain of the Grand Lodge of England, accompanied by my wife, Mrs. Sarah Mason, greet you all good evening. Good evening. Provincial Grand Primate, immediate past, Deputy, ladies, gentlemen, brethren, tonight we are gathered here for the ceremonial investiture of the Grand Alderman of Juniper. Sorry, nearly promoted him there. Of the Grand Lodge of England, Brother Robert George Hefferon, on the roll of honour. Can you please ensure that your mobile phones are either on silent or turned off? Well, I'll put a pound to a penny, one will go. Happens every time. It does. I've not been to a function yet where a mobile phone hasn't gone off. Right, for your benefit, when brethren are asked to stand, it only refers to members of the Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffaloes. And then, brethren, please be upstood. Provincial Grand Tyler, would you please admit the Grand Primo, along with the immediate past Grand Primo and the Deputy Grand Primo and the Grand Primos of their various years.
I, Brother Paul Shanley, Roll of Honour Member, Provincial Grand Primo, hand over the conduct of the special meeting of the Chester and Northwich province into the hands of the Grand Primo, Brother Peter Nadine, Roll of Honour Member, for the purpose of the investiture of Brother Robert Hefferon, Roll of Honour, as the Grand Alderman of Juniper of the Grand Lodge of England.
Brethren, with the exception of the Guard of Honour, would you please be down sat? Grand Primo, it is my pleasing duty to introduce to you Grand Alderman of Juniper, Brother Robert George Hefferon, accompanied by his good lady, Mrs. Jan Hefferon. Now you can sit down. No. You want to keep it there?
Nice try.
Together with his sponsors, Brother Jonald Birch, Roll of Honour, Grand Alderman of Benevolence, 2014. Brother Terry Tynan, Roll of Honour, Grand Registrar, 2016.
Sorry.
And Brother Paul Brindley, Roll of Honour, the immediate past Provincial Grand Primo of Chester and Northwich province.
Brother Bobby, I'm sorry. Jan has to stay there until you've greeted the meeting. Would you like to greet the assemblage on behalf of yourself, your good lady, and your three sponsors?
That's really sweet. Yes, Grand Primo, the past Grand Primo, every Grand Primo, Grand Primos of your respective years, Grand Lodge officers, ladies, gentlemen, bikers, and visitors. I greet you on behalf of Brother John Birch, Grand Alderman of Benevolence of 2014, Brother Terry Tynan, Grand Registrar 2016, and Brother Paul Brindley, past Provincial Grand Primo for 2000 and 2021. I greet you.
Good evening. And now, Brother Jan, it's lovely to see you walk in. Would you like to take a seat amongst the good ladies up there?
Thank you, Bobby.
And let me just...
It gives me great pleasure to stand here for Brother Bobby Hefferon, because I did have a nice list of what I wanted to say, but I left it in the toilet, so no doubt you will hear it for the rest of the year, but I promise you will. So, but what I'm trying to get to my point is Does anybody remember Elsie Tanner when she got put in front of a tram on the telly? Well, no, it wasn't Blackpool. It was where was it? It was Manchester. Yeah, Rita. Was it Rita? I don't know. You're all into your programmes, not me. Anyway, he went the opposite way to where his hotel was because he said he knew where he was going. He didn't. And then it started raining, and what the lady that owns the pub gave him an umbrella. It was a nice red one. He still got it, but because the young lady left the pub.
Since you were inducted into our order on 30th of March 1976 in the Kentilla Lodge. Kentilla?
Get it right.
Yeah, Kentilla Lodge 7470 in Ballymena. By the way, that is my family's hometown.
That's why I'm surprised you didn't.
You know, and then you started your remarkable raise through our ranks. You passed examining council where you raised to certified primal on the 30th of August 1977. Again in a Kentilla Lodge, Ballymena. You then moved to Chester Province and joined the Westminster Lodge, where you were installed to the Knight Order of Merit on 11th of May 1996, and then you were exalted onto a Roll of Honour on the 30th of June 2001. All before I was in the order, 2002.
And I'm still young.
After attending Provincial Grand Lodge, you quickly worked your way through the collars and elected the Provincial Grand Primal in January 1997. Then again in 2007, and then again 2014. And then did you another one now?
Yes.
During those years, you were elected in 2006 as President of the Royal Honour Assembly, and then President of Nice Chapter in 2007. He was awarded his 40th year honorary membership on March 30th, 2016. And Brother Bobby started his Grand Lodge journey with his great mate, also from Chester, Brother Glenn Rees. He woke him up then. Glenn Rees in 1998. He has attended ever since. And he finally got what he truly deserved, was elected Grand Alderman of Juniper in December last year.
How do I follow that? I believe for the 10, it's good with everything. You say as a printer.
Yes.
Because all I can do is speak from my heart, and Brother Bobby has been involved in my Buffalo career since I started. He was one of my sponsors, and with Brother Glenn, who instructed me in getting my second degree. Brother Bobby also instructed me on how to raise money for the RRP, which is Bobby's very, very good at. And I can tell you in any lodge that Brother Bobby's a member, if somebody puts £50 on the floor, Brother Bobby will up it to 100. He will always try and always does do his best for the charities and all the charities that we've ever dealt with. We went to Blackpool for many years, and we raised an awful lot of money. We had a fantastic weekend. We dressed up as some really silly people. We did the village people, we did Queen, but we also raised a lot of money for the order, and we had a damn good time doing it.
Don't forget Chubby Boy.
No. Brother Bobby is not just a buff, he's a good friend.
Brother Bobby, I think only you can judge whether you chose wisely with those faith on sponsorships, but I think on behalf of everybody here, I think you did a pretty good job, even though John went on a bit long. I think for me it's an absolute pleasure to be stood here as a past Alderman Juniper to be able to do this ceremony tonight. I think it's a little bit special for me. So, ladies, gentlemen, brethren, we've assembled here today to pay tribute to a brother of our order,
who by his example and by his acceptance and practice of the ideals and principles of Buffaloism has duly received the deserved reward of election to an exalted office in the Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffaloes under the Grand Lodge of England. Brother Robert George Hefferon, this honour which is now bestowed upon you is but the most recent of a series of awards conferred upon you in recognition of your work and services so freely given for the benefit of our ancient and honourable order. From the time of your initiation, when your personal integrity and fitness to be a brother were vouched for, you have been zealous in confirming that service to others is our foundation principle, and you performed the duties demanded of you in an exemplary manner. Even more important, you have performed many duties and services which have not been demanded of you. In appreciation of your devotion and your proven knowledge of our rituals and regulations, you have achieved the honour of attaining the degree, second degree, and subsequently by your continued devotion, ability, merit and integrity, you were chosen to receive the honour of knighthood. By the devotion you apply to all your duties, you proved that the faith was passed in you to be fully justified. And in time they considered you worthy to receive the highest honour which any lodge is in its power to confer on any of its members, and have placed your name on the roll of honour of the Grand Lodge of England. Your work in your minor lodge was such that the brethren elected you to represent them at the Provincial Grand Lodge, a duty you carried out so well that they in turn showed their esteem and affection by electing you to the various offices until you presided over them as a Provincial Grand Primo, which is the highest honour they are empowered to award. From your Provincial Grand Lodge, you were elected to represent the members of your province as a delegate to Grand Lodge, where you'll make your presence so felt you made a deep impression on your fellow members of Grand Lodge, with the ultimate consequence of your election in December 2022 to the office of Grand Alderman Juniper of the Grand Lodge of England for 2023 to work alongside myself and the brother officers for the benefit of our order. The fact you're standing here at this moment is conclusive proof of the esteem and affection in which your fellow brothers hold you. It is in recognition of your constant example as a man and a brother which is not passed unnoticed by the members of Grand Lodge. It is a symbol of the faith they have in the qualities of brotherhood which you have so constantly displayed. I feel sure nothing I can say will increase the deep sense of responsibility and honour you've experienced in your election to this high office. But there is one thing above all that I hope you remember long after this year of office has expired, and it is this: that though you've reached a new peak in your Buffalo career, you must not regard it as the final fulfilment of your aims and aspirations in the order. And subside into dim obscurity, please. Spencer's not here, by the way. Many things yet to remain to be done, and we look forward to your further efforts in this direction. The brethren have gathered here today and attended because they know you are worthy of these charges, and I am proud to have the honour to represent the Grand Lodge of England and carry out their declared wishes and invest you with the colour of office you so richly deserve. Brother Bobby, please step this way. Brother Robert Hefferon, I, Brother Peter Nadian, member of the Roll of Honour, the Grand Primo of the Grand Lodge of England, now invest you with the colour of office of the Grand Alderman Juniper of Grand Lodge of England of the Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffaloes. Feeling fully confident in the choice that the Grand Lodge has made will be fully justified by your future conduct. May you enjoy health and strength to enable you to fulfil the duties of the office to the satisfaction of yourself and to the benefit of our order. Brethren, I present to you the Right Honourable Sir Robert George Hefferon, the Grand Alderman Juniper of the Grand Lodge of England.
I've got to say, looking around here this evening, I was really overwhelmed when I seen so many people come in. I seen this place yesterday for the very first time, and I thought it might be too small. And then after talking with John, he reassured me, no, there'll be plenty of room, and if need be, we'll bring more tables and so forth there. So I trusted him. What he got. But as you see, he's all managed to squeeze in one way or another. What he got. But I certainly didn't expect to see as many people here, and I've got to thank you one and all for being here for this special evening for me and for Jenna. What he got, because it's people like you that make this night either a good night or a bad night. And it's okay for the Grand Primal to turn around and do the ceremony, but you're the people that make the night for me as well as the Grand Primal. So I don't know, stand up here and go on forever, because I want you to actually enjoy the evening, get the raffle going and everything else. But I will, as I said once before, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for being here tonight. And I will get a chance to talk to you as well afterwards, if John leaves me alone.
Well done, William.
Before we homeward wend, on thee we go, as sisters each, to succour and defend, good brethren all, from cares and sorrows, absent brethren free, where they roam, in air or land or sea. Let thy kind spirit hover round them now, and so enthrall, that they will keep their obligation vow. So say we